What's up guys, today I'm going to show you how to message girls on Tinder in 2025. I'm going to be opening up my profile as we go through it in real time and respond to every girl that I'm talking to, so you can see exactly my thought process behind sending every message, so you can send the perfect text in every possible situation. Alright, so let's take a quick look at my Tinder profile for context. So here's my first photo, so me looking good in this one. Here we have the second photo. So yeah, I think that it's good to have a shirtless selfie if you're in good shape. You probably don't want to have it as your main one unless you're trying to screen really aggressively. But again, this kind of screens out all the girls who are looking for marriage or whatever. Here we have a third photo. This was me when I was in Medellin. Fourth photo. This is a solid shot. Fifth photo. And of course, the beautiful and lovely Rhaegar. And we can take a quick look at my bio here, just so you guys can have an idea. So it says 6-0 Miami. My passion is traveling around the world, seductively whispering Russian in your ears. Strengths being dominant, barbecuing, great color. Weaknesses, cute smiles, and intelligence. And that's basically it. I just recreated this Tinder account about a week ago, and this is actually for another Tinder experiment that I'm doing, but you guys get the gist of it, right? This is a profile that I've been using for a few years, and I have many videos where I cover the exact logic behind each photo that I use or behind my bio, but that's not the point of this. We're going to take a look at how to message girls. So let's open up all my DMs, and I find that with this profile, I get about 30 to 50 likes a day, actually, which is quite a good amount. Out of those, you know, if I'm being picky, 25% of them become matches. So a pretty good amount, probably more than I can keep up with. But anyway, let's just kind of scroll down a little bit. Again, I've had this going for about a week, so conversations are going to be in various different cycles, which I think is going to be good for this video. So let's start off with this girl, right? So here's the convo. I said, hey, trouble. She said, what? Haha, am I trouble? I said, yes, at least a bit of hope. And then she says, why do you expect me to be a problem? So I can tell that she's using Google Translate, right? Because this is just not translating well. Like trouble, you know, the way it's said in English, like, hey, trouble, it's meant to be flirty, doesn't mean like actually like a problem. So here I kind of tease her about it using Google Translate. Yes, I'm Cuban. My English is not very good. I say, okay, that word doesn't translate well. It doesn't really mean problem. What is the meaning? So how would I reply here? I would say, it's a flirty way of saying that we're gonna have a lot of fun on our date. It doesn't actually fucking mean that, right? But I'm just having some fun with this. A lot of fun on our date, right? So you always want to be moving things forward. And here's an example of me doing that. And you can kind of see DMs come in as we go about this. So here we have a girl I've been talking to for a minute, and I opened her with a, hey, want to steal my comfiest hoodie? She said, I do. I said, might catch you though. So I'm kind of being playful, don't mind it. Where are you from? Originally from Belarus, but grew up in America. She said, was born and raised in Russia. I'm Jewish, lived in New York, blah, blah, blah. So here we're just kind of bonding. And typically, you know, the way I text girls is I'll actually do like ask some like legit questions, like where are you from and stuff like that. But I'll counterbalance it with also making jokes and saying like making flirty remarks. So far this has been mainly just me asking a question. So now we want to make it a little bit more flirty. She says, I kind of miss that lifestyle there and New York friends. So what would we respond here, right? Again, we want to make it more flirty. So I would say, don't worry, we'll have you loving that Miami life in no time, right? So we're just, again, now we're kind of using the we frame here, like we will have you loving that Miami life in no time. So I think that's pretty good. It's a good transition. So she's going to probably ask, why is that? And good text game is kind of like chess. You want to think like a move or two ahead. So, you know, I know that she's going to say, oh yeah, how's that? And then I'm just going to say, don't worry, I'll show you on our date or something like that. Probably won't say don't worry again because I already said that, but I'll say something along the lines of, I'll let you find out the fun way, or I'll show you on our date, right? So basically there we go. Okay, let's keep going. So what do we have here? So this girl actually opened me, cute dog. I say thanks, he gets that from his owner, right? She says, oh, happy Fresh Friday. I say likewise, what kind of trouble are you getting into this weekend? No trouble at all. Watch some football, Sunday errands and workouts, what are you getting into? I say, oh, you know, just the usual shenanigans. I figured you only watch football during zombie apocalypse. So here I'm just referencing her bio where she says, I'm the one you want on your team, there's a zombie apocalypse, right? Sometimes I'll do that, haha, we wouldn't have TV going on if there's an apocalypse. So how would I respond here, right? She's making a logical point, but I want to make it kind of flirty again. I might say, you never know with these apocalypses. So we're just gonna say that. And then I want to, now this alone doesn't give her much to respond with. So also she opened me. So I think I can start transitioning towards the date pretty fast, like right about now. You never know with these apocalypses, but we can discuss our plan over a drink or two. We can discuss our survival plan. So again, I'm just playing along. A lot of my text game is just kind of like doing like these fun little role plays and playing along, but then I use them to transition towards the meetup. So again, this one is like pretty straightforward. All right, let's keep going. So this girl is kind of boring, right? So I'm, hey trouble, why? Just feeling, am I wrong? I'm not, are you? Only the good kind, me too. Good away from originally Brazil and you. Now, when a girl's giving you low investment responses, you want to figure out if is it just because she's just low investment type of girl who doesn't give a shit, or is it a language barrier? And I have a feeling that in this case, it's a language barrier. So how would I respond here? I might say, I might just heart that, right? And say, my favorite. So then she's going to be like, oh, why are Brazilian girls your favorite? Right? So it's kind of like a way of qualifying herself. And then we want to also answer her second question. I'm going to say, I'm from Russia originally, living in Miami though. So pretty straightforward. And again, I know how she's going to respond to this. She's probably just going to ask, why are Brazilian girls your favorite? And then when she says that, I'm going to say, I went out with a few. They're a lot of fun, right? And now she's going to be like, yeah, we are a lot of fun. So I think that's a pretty good setup here. Okay, so this girl is pretty, I would say good investment. And if you haven't figured out what the purpose of the video is, we're just testing a bunch of different openers. That video will be out in a few weeks. But anyway, I opened her with this one. Your dad would absolutely hate me. Lol, what an icebreaker, lol. My stepdad would be the one you need to impress as my dad passed away. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. The good news is that while dads hate me, stepdads love me, so we should be good. She says, thank you. He passed away in 2010, so I miss him, but he watching over me, and you're too sweet and cute. I say, oh, you're quite the cute yourself. Do you like wine? Yes, but why are you messaging me at 1 a.m.? I say, I have a crazy work schedule, so sometimes I'm up till like 5 a.m. Okay, well, that makes sense, and you finally respond at an earlier time. So what she's really getting at is like, hey, am I just like your late night booty call, or are you actually interested in like taking me even like semi-seriously? I say, well, today's a rare exception for me. We should get together for the bottle of wine sometime soon, though. She says, well, glad you made time for me. Much appreciated. I recently lost my job, so money is tight, so I'm in the process of finding a job doing Uber Eats on the side, making something until I find a permanent job. Why is she saying that? It could be that she's hinting at the fact that she needs a sugar daddy, but I don't think so. I think she probably would have referenced that earlier. So here what we're going to say is say, no worries, the wine is on me. There we go. So I think what she's probably getting at is the fact that she can't afford to go on a date and like pay for half, which is a perfect excuse for me to get her to come straight to my place for a bottle of wine that I already have here. So, okay, let's keep going. So this girl is basically, seems like she's far away. She said, I'm going to visit Fort Lauderdale next month. I say, where are you right now? I live in DR, I'm Dominican. So here I'm just going to use my very, very limited Spanish and say, mi favorita, which means my favorite. And then I'm going to say, we should get together when you're in town. So I'm going to say that we should meet up when you're here. And then she's going to say yes. And at that point, I'm not going to be like her fucking text buddy for the next month while she's in the Dominican Republic. I'm going to get her WhatsApp. I'm going to exchange 1 or 2 messages. And I'm going to say, I'm going to ask her what date she's flying in. And then when she gives me that date, I'm going to hit her up like either the day of or the day beforehand. But anyway, so here's the transition. So, okay. So this girl, opened her, hey, want to steal my comfiest hoodie? Good opener, by the way. She said, haha, I might actually take you up on that. Haven't bought the ones I used to own. I'll keep it nice and warm for you. Where are you from originally? Where do you think I'm from? Don't want to give it away so easily. I say, your name is very Italian, but you probably grew up on the East Coast. She says, totally off. I need to confiscate the hoodie. Hint, I can whisper Russian in your ear too. Okay, interesting, because Bella is a very Italian name, but she says she's Russian. So what am I going to respond to here? I'll say that the second hoodie must be earned because she's referencing the opener. So we're going to put a winky face here just to show that I'm fucking around and say, and I would not have guessed. I guess the Russian whispering will be mutual. And again, this is referencing the line in my bio, my passion is traveling around the world and seductively whispering Russian in your ear. This Russian whispering will be mutual. Right, so again, I'm kind of always trying to like kind of move things forward and kind of hint at the date type of thing, right? Because then she's gonna say something like, oh, haha, yeah, that sounds fun. And then we already set up like a pretty flirty flame. So I might sexualize if I want to, scream more aggressively, or I might just like invite her straight over. We'll see. Okay, so this one's actually pretty funny. So this is a new opener I'm trying. I see you both have good taste. She's like, I see that we do too. Your tourist dog sold me though. I say he's secretly local, but he likes to pretend. You being surrounded by little black balls is what sold me, because, you know, this is referencing this photo, right? She said, I can understand the attraction. I say, lol, that must have been a fun evening. Are you from here originally? It was a real ball. Grew up in Boca, spent 10 years in NYC after college, been in Miami for 3 years. What about you? Spent 10 years in NYC. I'm going to say, oh, cool. So here's going to be just a little standard banter, because I feel like I've already teased her a little bit here. You know, I'm like, surrounded by little black balls is what sold me. So I'm going to say, now I need to make it a little bit more real. Oh, cool. I grew up in the Jers. True story. And then what else we're going to say? I could now just move things towards the date if I want to, or I could build more banter. Been in Miami for 3 years, and sometimes I have to think about these. Most of the time they come pretty fast, but if you're new to text game, you might have to sit there for like, you know, a minute or two and think about a good response. I'm gonna say we can discuss our East Coast experiences over a drink or two. So again, always trying to move things forward like that. Bam, easy. Okay, let's do a few more. Wow, there's just like a fucking shitload here. Okay, so this girl, your profile's a green flag I've seen in a while, and what does it mean? Is it bad or good? Good, of course. Where are you from originally? Well, I'm happy that I'm from Russia. You? I say small world. I'm from Belarus. When did you move here? I moved in 2022 in March. So yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, I was 1997. I like your little wrist tattoo. It's a long time. Where do you live? So here I'm just gonna answer our question. I live in Edgewater. And here, when a girl's asking for logistics like that, it's a good sign. So all I need to do is give her the answer and say, how about you? Bam, easy. Okay, this one's interesting. So I opened this girl, look at the perfect mix of innocence and trouble. She said, I guess you'll just have to find out for yourself. So then I just say, challenge accepted, sexy task, by the way. And she says, what are you doing tonight? That means this girl is DTF. And last time I checked my Tinder was yesterday. So again, so I kind of missed out on that. But again, she said, what are you doing tonight? I would say, I was busy with work, but we should. So here again, I can skip the banter and skip all that. Oh, damn, this girl has a huge ass. So I don't need to really do much banter building because this girl's DTF. So I can just, so here, you know what? We're going to make her like maybe potentially a little jealous. So I'm going to say, I was busy with a few things. Kind of keep it vague, right? Was I with another girl? Was I not? But we should get together sometime soon, right? Again, when you see a girl that's just like kind of pretty DTF like that, you don't really need to like, you know, just keep texting her or whatever. You can just move things forward. Bam. Okay, let's do a few more. So just like a fucking shitload here. Maybe one of, okay, did this girl respond? So it'll be easier. So, okay, so let's see what's going on here. You look like the perfect mix of innocence and trouble. Haha, yeah, that's right. How are you? How's your week? I say my week is pretty good. Looking finished a big workout, looking nice and fit for our date. When you think it's going to be our date? I say soon. What's your schedule like? Well, I'm work Monday, Wednesday, 9 a.m. So she gives me her schedule. So this is really good. And here it's just like really straightforward. So she says she works Monday to Wednesday and Thursday, Friday 9 a.m. to 3 a.m. Okay, she's gonna be busy as fuck. And Saturday 7. Okay, so it has to be during the week. And Sunday I'm rest. So I would say something like, so Sunday's probably gonna be the best day. So I'm gonna say my schedule is all over the place, but Sunday night is good. Say 8 p.m. And then once she agrees, all I'm literally going to do is just get her phone number and then just confirm the day of the date. So again, pretty straightforward. All right, shall we do one more? Let's see. Okay, so, okay, this one's going to be interesting. I say, hey, I like your style. She says, hey, thanks. I'm not looking for short term. So here I'm going to say, this is like an objection. When did I say I was looking for short term? Well, Yeah, so this is a really good way of handling that. She's gonna say probably, oh, but I saw it in your bio. My bio says, I believe, short-term, open to long-term. And that's what you want, by the way. Don't just say short-term in your bio. Say like short-term, open to long-term. Or if you want long-term, say long-term, open to short-term. And then she's going to say, oh, but your bio said that. I'm said, yeah, open to long-term. I'm pretty selective about who I go out with. So I'm just going to kind of transform that to make it in like I'm the picky one. Right, you know what? Let's do one last one. So, okay, I say your profile is the greenest flag I've ever seen. Oh my God, thank you. It's scary out there, isn't it? It can be, but don't worry. I'll hold your hand all the way through. She says we can laugh about it together. So what's your story? What do you like doing for fun? Let's see. I like to travel, play with my adorable husky, make videos, and cook. Just missing a little her name in my life. She says, oh, husky. Okay, a man that can cook is always a good thing. I would teach someone to not put metal in the microwave. What is one of your best dishes? So I'm not going to get into a whole logical discussion with her about my cooking. I say I can't be giving that away, my secret recipes like that, but I'll give you a hint. It involves lots of ghee. Perhaps I can make it for you on our date, moving things forward. Oh, interesting. I'm glad you didn't say boiled chicken or something. I say, lol, that doesn't sound very tasty. My dog wouldn't fuck with that. Aha, your dog has taste. You taught them well. I'm going to say, so here I'm going to kind of move it back towards the date. He does, and he says he's real excited to meet you. At that point, she's going to be like, oh, I'm excited to meet him too. And then I can just get into logistics. And yeah, basically you guys see it. I mean, again, there's a bunch more girls I guess I could reply to here. And yeah, like this is really like, again, my profile, I wouldn't say is anything like super crazy. I have good photos. I have a solid bio. And with that, I can get a pretty good amount of likes and matches. So I think this should give you hope. Like, again, you just need to get good photos. You need to, be able to craft a bio that's not cringe. And you need to be able to know basic text game, which is what I think I showed you guys a lot in this video, so you know how to respond to girls now. All right, hopefully you guys found this video valuable. If you want to really master online dating as well as dating in general, then check out our highly rated course, The Ultimate Dating Blueprint 2.0. It's going to show you how to get the right kind of photos that are going to significantly skyrocket your matches, how to write the kind of bio that makes you stand out from all the other guys that she's matching with, and also how to master text game. Trust me, we only scratched the surface in this video, as well as things like what do you do on the date? What do you do after the date? How do you make her a rotation girl? How do you make her a girlfriend, right? There's a million bonuses. You can see the full list if you click the link in the description. And we've helped thousands of guys just transform their dating results, get more matches, get more dates. We have guys who've gotten girlfriends, guys who've gotten married. You can see all the testimonials again in the link, as well as you get access to our exclusive mastermind group where you can get help with whatever it is that you're struggling with. I'm in there every day helping guys like, hey, this photo sucks, move this photo, make this your photo, send this text, don't send this text, stuff like that. You get hands-on help from me directly every single day. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time.